It's really crazy to, like, when we walked in here the first time, it was unbelievable to look at all this and think, wow, they built this for us to have a play around. Like, it's crazy to imagine that.
I mean, the whole parkour on the train here is inspired by the 8-bit graphics. Super Mario games and Tetris, like the very first games. We printed out like the 8-bit graphics and put them on the train. I can't wait to see how it actually looks in the end, in the final edit.
It's a trapper train!
We thought like, okay, we want to do it like a 2D game, and the simple idea was that there's a train pushing and the camera standing at the same time. But it didn't work out because Jason's really dynamic, getting faster, higher, lower, so we had to be free. The only thing that works is with a drone, which has a gimbal, which is a stabilization system for the camera, which holds the camera perfectly parallel to the track so that you have a perfect 2D effect. And that was very, very hard to fly because there's extreme dynamics how you have to change. But Ferdi did an amazing job, and so yeah, we did it.
Transform, get me in the costume, because I'm actually a gamer. It's actually my childhood here.
I had the boards, the 3, 2, 1 at the start. It took me a little bit longer than it should have. We were making the joke that it's because I'm from Australia and I couldn't get the numbers right around, so we kept saying that, you know, it's because I'm from down under, and it was alright for me.
We're in over again. Lustig.
Yeah, maybe the sign is a reference to a beach video. Level 2 is the forest. So, like in a video game in the forest, you'd climb through the trees and swing on the branches, and it's very Prince of Persia inspired from the movement. I haven't done it yet, so I'm really still a little bit worried that everything will work, because on the bars you have to be really, really precise and exact, and the timing with the drone has to be perfect as well. So this is one of the bigger challenges of the course, and fingers crossed it's all going to work out.
Anand and I ended up having to hit the floor about 15 to 20 times, and on the last take, which was the best take, I just absolutely destroyed myself. I landed straight on my hip, but it's going to look like amazing on camera, so I think that's the shot that we're going to use. So if that happens, then I'm happy.
So the favorite part actually was where he's doing the flips, and I was looking on my monitor and saw him kicking the ninjas in a way. I was just laughing while flying, and it was hard to keep the control because it looked so funny on the screen. So it was actually my favorite part.
The level 3 is the most epic level, so it's the city. It's higher buildings, bigger jump, and a super jump in the end, and then also the boss fight, the final fight, like you have in every video game.
On entry!
We have just to clean up the drone.
It was super amazing and super hard at the same time. I mean, The filmmakers had a really hard job getting the drone with the same speed as me, because freerunning changes speed so much. So sometimes I'd be perfect, the drone guys would be like, we missed that little bit, and then they had to come over and tell me, we have to go again, and I'm like, I get mad at them, and then we go again, and then another time they'd be perfect and I'd fall on my ass, and they'd be like, we had it perfect. And I'm like, I'm sorry guys. So it's so much emotions, like good, like happy emotions when we make it, and then like sad and angry emotions when we don't make it and we have to start again. And now looking back, all of the angry and the sad emotions are just forgotten, because we just remember the fun we had and how amazing it feels to have the project finished. What we're doing right here is we built a freerunning obstacle course onto a train, and we're filming it from the side. So obviously we thought, wow, this reminds me of an old school 8-bit video game we used to play on Sega, Nintendo, all those platforms. And we really got inspired by that and decided, let's make the whole world look like that. That's the style of video we're going to go for. So we built this whole environment with obstacles and enemies and a bad guy, and I have to fight and get the treasure. And it's really inspired by all the old school video games you know from when you were a kid. And it looks really fun if you see the shots. It's fucking amazing. We build an 8-bit world, of course, but I'm 3D. And then we like to integrate some elements that are 3D as well, and I think it gives it a really unique look. So you have the torches here, you have the treasure box, which is 3D, you have us obviously, and you have the background, which is just the normal landscape. And I think that's a real cool mix. You have like real trees mixed with 8-bit graphics, you have real hay, and I think it's really a unique look that I haven't seen like that before. I got all my friends from Team Freerunning over to play little parts in the video game. So Sean actually intros the whole video game. He's holding up like 8-bit style numbers and he drops them slowly. So it says 3, 2, 1, go, and he jumps off. Everybody in the game is moving in a freerunning style. So I jump down, and as soon as I conquer the first obstacle, there's a treasure behind it. I'm running, I enter the first level, and first up there's this obstacle. And it's a wall run inspired by like the Prince of Persia games. So I run up the wall, I precision here, and as soon as I arrive up on this wall, I can see the treasure. For the whole bar segment, pretty much, I won't be touching the ground. That's the goal. So I'll be swinging from bar to bar, I work my way up to higher bars, and then even fly over a bar and then re-catch it and keep on swinging. So this section is really going to be really fun and challenging at the same time. And then there's ninjas walking around and attacking me as well, so I have to kind of do a choreography with them and have a fight scene. Maybe this sign is a reference to a beach video. I've heard of it, I don't really know. I think it might be coming, but probably not. You never know with that kind of stuff, you know. I have great hopes for the beach. One day we'll make it, but probably not. So if you ever played Assassin's Creed, you know about the leap of faith, which is the hero jump in the game, where he jumps to the highest spot of the town and then he dives into a bay of hay. So this is what inspired us for this little section of the level, is that by the end of the level, I'll have to climb up all the way to the top, and then I'll have to jump down on the other side, down here. Woo! So I'll come up here, I climb up here, and then I have to go down, so whoop! Woo! And that's the final jump for level 2, and the city is up next. So level 1 is the temple, level 2 is the forest, and the level 3 is the most epic level, so it's the city. It's higher buildings, bigger jumps, and a super jump in the end, and then also the boss fight, the final fight, like you have in every video game. So level starts with this. I'll be running in here, underneath the building. I'll be leaping between the buildings and up onto the big building, the big container. So this is the first trick of level 3. I'll be running through here, running up this wall, Prince of Persia style to that wall, and then back up here. And I end up here, and what I like the most about us building a course like this is that we can build whatever we want. So we can build a move like this, and we can build a box and a bar on top of a rooftop. And I think this section is really a variation of all different kind of crazy shit for the last level. So really go all in again and then finish it with the boss fight. This is just before the boss. This is the tower. I'll be climbing up here. We're climbing onto the box, and the box is a power up. So like in every good game, there's power-ups that will help you battle the enemies. and this power up is a super jump, so I can manage to do a big jump and reach the boss stage where I have to fight Pasha on the trampoline. When I defeat him, I'm at the top of the city, I get the treasure, and I win the game. Oh! Now I'm here. The final boss fight. The boss is waiting up there. He's ready for me. The boss is the hardest enemy of the game, and he will do everything to stop me from winning. So that's what he'll do. He'll do everything he can do. And Pasha, he's Latvian, Russian, crazy guy. You never know what he'll come up with. I don't even know. It's going to be spontaneous. And I'll be up here, hopefully. I don't know if I'll beat the game or not. Oh, shit! If I manage to defeat this guy, I'll be up here, I'll be king of the rock, and I'll be driving with this train into the sunset, and obviously he'll be here, all my other friends will be here, because in the end it's just a game, it's not serious, we're just having fun, and that's it.